We have new details about the fire alarm that failed on the morning of the Bidwell Mansion fire. The fire alarm company, I've learned, is named Advantage Total Protection, Inc. A spokesperson for California State Parks told me that Parks contracted with Advantage Total Protection to take over the burglary and fire alarm systems at Bidwell Mansion in June of last year. Both those systems showed they were active right before the fire on December 11th. Advantage Total Protection previously provided the fire and burglary monitoring for Bidwell Mansion prior to 2021 for about 6 years. State Parks said how the fire alarm system responded to the arson on December 11th remains under investigation. Now, Advantage Total Protection's website advertises that it protects California's treasures, including the Governor's Mansion, the California Railroad Museum, and the Leland Stanford Mansion State Historic Park in Sacramento. The company told me they cooperated with the investigation into the Bidwell Mansion fire, saying, quote, "We share in the community's sorrow over this devastating loss." We'll continue to update you as we learn new information about why that alarm did not sound, which led to a delay in responding to the fire for more than an hour. The old Butte City Bridge over the Sacramento River in Glenn County was damaged during last month's storms, and now Caltrans has announced when the demolition of the old bridge is going to begin. Diego Moctezuma is live in Glenn County with an update. Say, Diego, when is the demolition project supposed to start?
Well, Kelly, we were told that the old Butte City Bridge, just parallel of the new Butte City Bridge that I'm standing on right now, the demolition could start as soon as the first week of April. Now, in the last half hour, I told you about the new Butte City Bridge here that is being built parallel to the old bridge. The old bridge was fully closed down last month after it was further damaged by storms. Now, officials say they saw a movement in the old bridge's foundation as the Sacramento River level rose during February storms. After this, Caltrans moved Highway 162 traffic over to the new bridge. What you're hearing right now is a lot of vehicles coming through the new bridge here on one lane. Now, Caltrans also told us that they don't have an exact date just yet when the demolition could start, but we will tell you once we get word about when this demolition can start. Live in Glenn County, I'm Diego Moctezuma with Action News Now.
Thanks, Diego. And yeah, we'll share that information with you as soon as we learn it from Caltrans. It could be as soon as today. Now, if you'd like to weigh in on what to do with the old Shasta County courthouse, today's your chance. The Shasta County Board of Supervisors is holding a community meeting to discuss what should happen to the old courthouse. Last month, the board was presented with 3 options: demolish the building and build a parking lot, demolish parts of the building, or repurpose the building and build a parking structure. Now, however, the board did not like any of those options due to funding concerns. They are asking for your help in finding an alternative. Today's meeting starts at 5 p.m. in the front of the old courthouse. The man suspected of setting a backfire in an area under evacuation orders during the Thompson fire will be in court today for his trial readiness conference. This man, Harold Pulley, pleaded not guilty to arson in July. Prosecutors say witnesses told investigators Pulley set fire to vegetation off Oro Quincy Highway using a propane torch. He's charged with arson to forest land with a prior felony strike of assault on a peace officer, which doubles his potential sentence to 12 years. He'll be in court today at 1:30 p.m. The Chico School Board just approved new ethnic studies classes for high schools. Action News Now reporter Margot Rowe tells us when those classes will be required.
3 new ethnic study classes will be added to the high school curriculum under the Chico Unified School District, and students can add them to their rosters starting this fall.
This is a pilot year coming up next year. The courses are actually being talked about now on the school campuses. Kids are signing up for courses.
The courses will eventually be a graduation requirement. Back in 2021, Governor Gavin Newsom signed Assembly Bill 101, which requires ethnic study classes to be a requirement. The 3 courses proposed is World History and Cultures, U.S. History and Cultures, and Human and Cultural Geography.
The teachers have been very active in putting together the course proposals that you saw tonight be approved. They've been working with a collaborative group for 2+ years, actually with people around the county as well.
The board approved it unanimously. with Councilmember Rebecca Conkin adding an amendment for additional student feedback. Staff and teachers at the meeting say they're looking forward to what students have to say about the courses.
And yeah, I think they're very interested to see what students think and how the course rolls out.
Students in the class of 2030 are expected to be the first students to complete the course. Reporting in Chico, I'm Margot Rowe for Action News Now.
2 of the classes are offered to specific grade levels, while the other will be offered to students through all 4 years. The pile burning project in the Plumas National Forest continued yesterday. These are photos from the more recent burns. And firefighters successfully treated 2 areas, about 122 acres near Blairsden and 22 acres of piles near the Mount Huff Ranger District office and Highway 70. No other burns are planned for this week, but crews will continue to monitor the previous burns. You're never more than 10 minutes away from a local weather update here on Action News Now Mornings. Court's in the Weather Center. Boy, I tried to make a run to the grocery store, and it's my least favorite thing to do, Court. Grocery shopping in the rain. It's not fun. The bags are soaked, the umbrella's soaked.
Yeah,
but I needed some supplies. What are you going to do?
If you get those paper bags, that's just a nightmare. And yeah, it seems like we were kind of talking about this a little earlier. Said, boy, yesterday afternoon, that was like the one time frame where it was really bad in the Mid-Valley yesterday, and then it really just let up by the evening. It wasn't that heavy after that. Today, what we're going to be dealing with is showers that are lighter and more scattered throughout the day. Still a good idea to keep the umbrella handy. It's a better idea to just wear the waterproof jacket with the hood because odds are pretty good you're just going to be lugging that umbrella around most of the day. We're going to see that threat of thunderstorms ramping up, though, heading into the afternoon hours, and then more widespread rain and snow with lower snow levels on tap for your Friday and a colder end to your work week. A live look outside right now. Here is the Artois camera located in Glenn County along I-5 looking east over Glenn and Butte counties. A lot of cloud cover overhead, very gloomy looking overnight. Winter storm warning remaining in effect for the northern Sierra through 11 p.m. tonight. That also includes the southern Cascades and Shasta County mountains through 11 a.m. this morning. For Siskiyou County, winter weather advisory through 11 a.m. this morning in Modoc County, and then winter storm watches go into effect late tonight and last through Friday night across all of our higher elevations due to the potential for more snowfall that could be heavy enough to cause some travel impacts. Snow tomorrow looks to be heavier than what we'll see today, and snow levels are going to be dropping as well. That winter weather advisory, or the winter storm watch that is, goes into effect for the foothills as well as the Sierra for tomorrow. 40s for the valley this morning, mostly mid-40s. Chico and Red Bluff reporting sites still down. 30s in the foothills, 20s to lower 30s in most mountain zones. Wind out of the south to 12 miles an hour right now in Orville. Winds gusting up to 25 miles an hour or so early on today out of the south. Northwest winds not as strong in the afternoon and evening, and then the return of south winds tomorrow, and they do get pretty gusty. Gusts 30 to 40 miles an hour, not out of the question through your Friday. Those winds subsiding Friday night, and then we're seeing winds that are a little bit more modest through the weekend, but still breezy south winds up to 25 mile an hour gusts. Satellite and radar, scattered showers overnight into this morning. Most of the more sustained shower activity has been snow in the northern Sierra with some lingering scattered showers for the Shasta County mountains and northern mountains. We've had some very light precipitation just brushing on through the valley very briefly. And this is as these storm systems are tracking through the west coast. So we're no longer seeing the main moisture plume aimed at our region. That's shifted further to the south. That's why we're seeing less in the way of rain and snow amounts for today. But then we've got this next cool, wet system that's going to be tracking through the Pacific Northwest, arriving tonight, tracking through tomorrow, and that's going to bring more widespread rain and snow and lower snow levels and colder temperatures for tomorrow. So some scattered showers possible in the valley at 8 a.m. on your way out the door. Most valley areas are dry. We're seeing snow persisting in the mountains. We'll see more scattered showers possible at noon, mainly Tehama and northern Butte counties. And then the chance for thunderstorms this afternoon after a little clearing early afternoon. Widespread showers return overnight into tomorrow. Heavy rain on your way out the door with snow down into Paradise in the morning. Could see some snow down into Redding early tomorrow as well. That snow is going to be substantial as this onsets overnight into tomorrow. So travel is going to be very difficult tomorrow morning. Midday, more showers in the valley with snow in the foothills and mountains. And then we see those showers becoming a bit more scattered late in the day into tomorrow evening. Saturday, a chance for mostly mountain and North Valley showers. Snow still persisting in our higher elevations. Showers in the same areas through most of Sunday, but it's getting a little warmer, so more rain than snow, and the chance for showers widespread overnight Sunday into Monday, and then we'll drying out for Tuesday. Rain totals, looks like we're going to see less than 1/4 of an inch for most of the valley today. We'll see a bit more on the way for tomorrow, about 1/2 an inch. Snow totals today, a couple inches, but it looks like we'll see about 1/2 foot likely for tomorrow. Temperatures today will end up in the 40s to low 50s in the northern mountains. 30s to 40s in the Sierra and southern Cascades, Foothills in the 30s to mid 40s as well. And check this out. For the valley today, we're only in the mid 50s this afternoon. Scattered showers and that chance for thunderstorms later today, but more often than not, again, it's going to be dry out there. Moving forward, colder tomorrow, 40s to lower 50s in the valley. Rain expected through the day with a chance for snow down into Redding, especially early to midday. Then we're seeing the chance for scattered showers in the valley this weekend with temperatures warming up a bit. Widespread showers Sunday into Monday, and then sunshine returning with mid 60s by Tuesday of next week.
That'll feel good. Okay, thanks, Court. Stay right there. We'll have some of the top stories we're following this week, including why a gun range in Millville has been delayed. And nearly 300 homes in Paradise were without water due to an emergency outage. We looked into and got some answers about what caused it. Welcome in. It is 46 minutes after the hour. If getting dinner on the table in about 10 minutes sounds too good to be true, it's not. Here's Mr. Food with another quick and easy dinner idea.
This Mr. Food segment is brought to you by Gino's Kitchen and Appliance Center.
If you're looking for ways to get dinner on the table fast, I mean really fast, nothing beats pan frying. What I like about pan frying is that it helps seal in the juices while allowing the outside of whatever you're cooking to get nice and crispy. To show you what I mean, we've got a tasty new dish for you to try tonight. We begin by cutting a pork tenderloin into chunks and then flattening them between a couple of pieces of wax paper or a plastic storage bag. Pounding these nice and thin will not only allow them to cook super fast, but it also creates more of a surface area, which is where all the flavor will be. Now we coat our cutlets with some Italian breadcrumbs that we mix with some Parmesan cheese and a bit of salt and pepper. After we cook down some onions and garlic in olive oil, we saute our cutlets in the same pan. The cutlets are going to absorb all that flavor from the onions and garlic while they cook. In less than 5 minutes, when the breading is golden and the pork is cooked through, it's ready to serve. And although this is crazy quick, don't think for a minute that it's going to lack flavor. No siree. It's just the opposite. These are amazing. To get the recipe for what we call our skillet Parmesan pork, all you have to do is visit our website. You know, this is really tasty. I'm Howard with Kelly in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a one-pan way for you to say, ooh, it's so good. Feel it?
tasty.
Yeah? Second plate? I won't tell anybody.
This Mr. Food segment was brought to you by Gino's Kitchen and Appliance Center.
Welcome in 50 minutes after the hour. Let's take a quick look at some of the top stories we've been following this week. In Shasta County, Patrick Jones faces a new hurdle for his planned gun range in Millville. That's because a judge put a pause on the plans. Shasta County Judge Benjamin Hanna is now ordering Jones to submit a more extensive environmental impact report before the project is approved. The range would be near Highway 44 and nearby businesses and homes in Millville. Some are worried the gun range could pose a safety hazard. We've got some answers about what caused that emergency water shutoff for almost 300 water customers in Paradise. They had a long night and morning without water Tuesday evening into Wednesday morning. People couldn't cook, shower, or use the toilet until the emergency water outage was resolved early yesterday. The Paradise Irrigation District said it had to issue the emergency shutoff due to a leaking mainline pipe that was repaired. The outage lasted about 12 hours from 3 p.m. to 3 a.m. Snow impacted many mountain areas, prompting Caltrans to issue a mountain travel advisory. Brady Halblieb reports from Truckee as people struggled through the Sierra snow.
Heavy snowfall Wednesday evening, making for treacherous driving conditions through the Sierra.
I'll be out here until they lift chain controls.
Chain controls were in effect for all vehicles except for those with four-wheel drive and snow tires. For drivers unfamiliar with putting on chains or taking them off, Good Samaritans like William Snediger are stepping up to help in Truckee.
It's helping, being human. You know, people need help. You know, there's not enough, everybody's all about themselves, and I'm just trying to give back, you know, and make sure everybody gets there safe. That's the main thing.
Before the snow moved in, emergency officials in Truckee were already tracking this storm closely.
Yeah, so we are expecting this to be a very impactful storm and followed potentially by another impactful storm on Sunday and Monday.
For the past week, Truckee officials have been working with Caltrans, CHP, and utility providers to prepare for emergencies. Keeping roads clear remains at top priority with crews working around the clock. Power outages are also a major concern.
And anytime they see impacts, we try to learn the scope of that impact, see if any of those impacted customers will have long-term needs, and we'll work with other partners in helping support those people as needed.
While some are bracing for the storm, others at Boreal Mountain Resort Wednesday afternoon embraced the snowfall, despite less than ideal conditions.
It was weird at first. I literally gave up on seeing because it was hard. It was so hard to see.
Everyone kind of tries to stay inside and plan ahead and not travel if you don't have to, but I'm excited. Yeah. We need snow.
And chain controls are still in effect in the Truckee area.
More scattered showers overnight and a bit more active weather on tap for today. I'm tracking what you need to prepare for before you work outside. Right after this.
Welcome in, 56 minutes after the hour. You're never more than 10 minutes away from your local weather update, and Court's in the Weather Center. Looks pretty cloudy out there, Court.
Very cloudy, Kelly, but overnight it hasn't been that wet across the valley. That's not necessarily the case in the mountains, though. And here is that live view from the East Los Molinos camera looking to the west across Tehama County. And again, those clouds still blanketing our region. It's going to be mildly cool for the morning and then cool for the afternoon. Well below average high temperatures today. Scattered showers very likely through the day, and we also have the threat of thunderstorms ramping up for the valley this afternoon. The chance for showers early to midday. Temperatures mostly in the mid-40s to start off your morning in the valley. Mid to upper 40s by around 10 to 11 a.m. Scattered shower chances starting to increase through that time. Chance for some scattered showers at noon, but for the most of us, it looks like it's just going to be cloudy with lower 50s. And then high temperatures today, mid-50s for the valley with scattered showers and chance for thunderstorms in the afternoon. So if you're working outside today, warm layer is a good idea. Not a bad idea to have the umbrella handy and give yourself a bit of extra drive time, as those roads still could get slick with scattered shower activity. I'm tracking even heavier rain and snow and lower snow levels ahead coming up at 6 a.m.
Well, Caltrans will temporarily be closing the new Butte City Bridge over the Sacramento River. Reporter Diego Moctezuma tells you why it's going to be closed and the detour you're going to have to take. Straight ahead on Action News Now.
Mic check 1 2 3 4 5 6. Mic check 1 2 3.